Hello, this is my second video now, episode 2, no longer an introduction. Tonight, well, you don't know it's tonight, but I know it's tonight. I'm making dinner, and I thought I would film it because it's one of my favorite dinners, and why not share it? Sort of inspired by two of my favorite restaurants. One of them is no longer there, Grezzo. It was on Prince Street in Boston, Alyssa Cohen's restaurant. That's where I did my raw food chef cooking school. But one of my favorite dishes on their menu were avocado skins. Their take on potato skins. Very good. And the other one, my other favorite restaurant, Pure Food and Wine in New York City. King Oyster. I think they're King Oyster mushrooms, but the dish was advertised or on the menu as scallops. I've never had scallops, but apparently they have the same kind of texture, flavor. I'm not really sure. Either way, I like them. So tonight, let me get my ingredients. Broccoli. Broccoli's always good. Raw broccoli especially. I think there's probably some legal reason why I should have a disclaimer. I'm not trying to prevent, cure, or make any claims. This video is for informational purposes only. So, broccoli, anti-cancer. Here, we can film this. So, broccoli has sulforaphane. That's one of the main constituents. It's really good for you. I cut the florets off, save the stem for juicing. Why waste it? You can do that later. So broccoli, chop these up into sort of smaller pieces because they'll end up going on top of the avocado. So anyway, health benefits of broccoli. Sulforaphane normalizes DNA methylation. That's pretty good. That pretty much tells your DNA what it's supposed to do. Adds a methyl group. Anti-diabetic, antimicrobial, raw broccoli. In the end, we'll have indole 3-carbonyl, diindole methane. Same kind of things. DNA methylation, good for your liver, good for hormone regulation. I'm going to crush this garlic. Crushed garlic is one of my favorite things to do because it's so easy. Bam! So crush it, easy to peel, and then you can chop it. Sometimes use a microplane. Just do it over the broccoli. You're not going to do that right now. Garlic, another high sulfur food, garlic and onions. In garlic, the component is allanase because it's an allium, similar to onions. Allanase is actually not what you use. That actually changes the garlic to produce, I have it written down here, or to form allicin, and that's actually what you want. That will eventually break down into sulfur compounds, and that's what you want. That's what gives it its strong flavor and odor. You notice when you cook garlic, it loses that, so it loses the flavor and odor, so you're losing some of the benefits. So keep it raw, and you get to enjoy those. Many people know garlic is good for your heart, antimicrobial, antifungal. I personally love garlic. I can't get enough of the bitter flavor. Well, not bitter, I guess. Sulfuric flavor. So anyway, what I'm going to do is chop these up, throw it on the broccoli with some olive oil, some sea salt, and let that soak in for a little. Put that in the dehydrator for a while. All of this will eventually go in the dehydrator to warm it up a little. I'm not going to do that now because the dehydrator is right behind me and it's quite loud. Right. I don't know how these silent pauses are going to be. It'll probably come out better when I actually watch this afterwards, but... Right. So I have to like tilt my camera down. I'm a newbie, so I'm just doing this on the eyesight on my computer. Bam. Oh, I'm probably gonna get sued by Emerald now. Little olive oil, raw olive oil, cold pressed, unfiltered. This is quite a medicinal meal right here. The sulfur in the broccoli and the garlic. Olive oil has oleorupine. That's one of the main things you want to get in here. When I'm looking for the salt. Icelandic flake salt, one of my favorites. Really crunchy. You can just like snack on this like chips. I'm not really into measuring things, so every meal is a little bit different. Some people don't like that. Some people don't care. So here's this. I'm going to lay it out on one of these sheets. Didn't mix so well. So this will go in the dehydrator for like 2 hours, give or take. I'm kind of hungry, so chances are I'm going to turn it up and hope it goes by a little quicker. All right, next part, avocados. What you do is you slice these in half, take the pit out, and you kind of peel them. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes they get crushed depending on how soft they are, but you do what you can. What is then going to happen is dredge these in some almond flour. I actually made that before I'm out of almonds, so I couldn't make any more in front of the camera. So I'll just tell you how that works. I generally don't use the Vitamix for making flours. It's a little too powerful, and you end up with butter. Butters are great, but not when you want a flour. So dangerous. So what I do for the flour, throw like a cup of almonds in, and you pulse it until it gets like a flour. Take it out, put it in a bowl, throw in some salt, paprika. I've put on a little turmeric because why not? Sea salt, a little cayenne, give it a little kick. See, this one didn't work out so well. I'm getting barked at, I don't know why. What? Alright, so I'll only do 1, 2, so you don't have to sit here and watch me make dinner for several people. Here's my pre-made almond flour. I don't have much left. So dredge it. End up with something like this. But where the pit goes, it's a nice little spot. I'm gonna make some cheese, some what do I have? Pine nuts, cashews, a little apple cider vinegar, some lemon. Throw that in the Cuisinart, get it really creamy, and then refrigerate it so it gets a little bit harder. And then throw that in the hole, and then put the broccoli on top. I'll show you pictures when I'm done. So what's next? King oyster mushrooms, one of my favorites. I made this for the first time like 2 weeks ago. I went to this Chinese market, or Asian market, I don't know if it's Chinese, in West Hartford. Hold on 1 second, I gotta take care of this. Alright, she's outside, so won't have to deal with that for a second. So, got the mushrooms. Actually, here's what they look like. King oyster mushrooms at the Chinese Asian market. Adong. They have quite a good selection, actually. I got some frozen durian there. Coconut. It's really good prices, too. I was surprised. So anyway, these are really good. They're actually really good for the environment. Breaking down compounds that you might not want out there. And then those are probably not ones you want to eat. But when you do eat them, good source of protein, B vitamins. There's something else in there that I'm forgetting. I think I wrote it down. Oh, levastatin, good for your cholesterol. So same kind of thing, similar to the garlic, or similar to the broccoli. You're gonna throw some olive oil, a little more. I'm gonna throw some garlic. Nama shoyu, unpasteurized, or well, it's actually soy sauce, and then the nama indicates that it's raw. My hands are oily. So a little bit of this, not very much, kind of add a salty flavor. What am I missing? Balsamic vinegar. Not a raw food, but whatever. Makes it taste good. This is like dried out, turned into a reduction. I should probably get a new one. Here we are. Little olive oil. And I use all the garlic. Let me grab another one. This one I am going to microplane just because I've got this shit on the cutting board and I don't have to move it. It's easier right now. But still, crush it to peel it. Really easy thing to do. I gotta stop saying it before I get a lawsuit coming. So here's what we've got so far. Oh, I should probably clean up my workspace, right? This doesn't look very professional. Compost on the other side. All right. This might have the same mechanism as crushing and chopping probably, but shit. Problem with having oily hands. Right. So, mix this up. It's a little dry. Add a little more of this. And then this will go in the dehydrator as well, warm it up a little. It was nice out today actually, so I'm not craving some kind of hot meal. But anyway, it's nice to have it warm, so more desirable. Alright, in the dehydrator. And here, I'm gonna clean up a little, and then we will make the cheese. Okay, resituate it a little. I'm gonna use the Cuisinart for this lower container. It's just a little easier for this kind of stuff. I didn't really measure. This was the last of the cashews, so that's going in. Pretty much equal part pine nut. I think Alyssa Cohen's recipe actually calls for macadamia nuts, but I don't have any. Throw in a little vinegar, give it more like a sour cream cheesy kind of flavor. And then some lemon juice as well, same idea. Apple cider vinegar, fermented food, always a good idea. Pine nuts, pinolenic acid, I think that's what's in pine nuts. That's good for lowering cholesterol if that's a problem for you. Cashews, pine nuts, good source of fat. If I had really been ambitious about this, I would have pressed this lemon to get the juice, and then you get the oils from the peel, and that's really good. Aromatase inhibitors, and you can. I personally like drinking lemon juice straight when you do it like that. It has a much sweeter flavor. So throw those things in there. We might want to add a little water. We'll see. I'm not very good at running this thing, so hopefully I will figure this out. Got it. Leave it on for a second. I threw some salt in there. It's looking a little chunky. I'm all out of spring water, believe it or not. So use some tap water. Well water. I can smell it. It smells good. You're gonna have to take my word on that. It's like one of those, I don't know what they're called. One of these. So, considering how long, like, people complain, I complain, the raw food takes, prep time is pretty easy, and then you just gotta throw in the dehydrator. That's what really adds up. So, in 2 hours, when all this is done, I can either take a video putting this back together and assembling the meal, or I can just take pictures, or, well, I'll see what happens. Probably not gonna film a video if my mom's home. She'll be here. No, you're not doing that right now, yet. So, we'll see what happens. Well, I hope you enjoyed this avocado skin king oyster mushroom scallops. Remember, these were just made by me. They were inspired by Grezzo and Pure Food and Wine. Pure Food Wine, definitely a good restaurant to go to if you're in New York. Grezzo, I wish I could say the same for Boston, but it's not there anymore. You'll just have to check out the book. Oh, actually, I can show you the books. This has the avocado skin recipe. Raw Food for Everyone, Alyssa Cohen with Leah Dubois, co-author. She was the head chef of Grezzo. And you know what? I didn't actually look. I'm pretty sure that this is where the scallops are. If not, it's in the other one with Matthew Kenny, Raw Food, Real World. But I'm pretty sure it's in Living Raw Food. Keep in mind, these are my first series of YouTube videos, so working the kinks as I go along. Hopefully they'll get more professional, but I just wanted to start somewhere because there's no point in not starting. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you will try making these yourself sometime. So it's been a little over a week since I filmed making the avocado skins and the king oyster mushrooms. But I have pictures that I will include at the end, so you can see what it looks like put together. I could have done more. It looks more like two sides together, but it doesn't take away from the flavor. You can make more, make less, make it a whole meal, make it a side dish, whatever. But I'll attach pictures. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.